Got me falling right back. Got me falling right back.
To get a push, I mean, not a kill.
They were able to get a push, but
Oh, they did ban out Gushin. Called it.
okay, you called it, ma'am.
Your team is banning.
no,
Claws is still being banned, so that's nothing new.
that's nothing new, yeah. But yeah, it's like what we mentioned earlier. It's the snowball effect is gonna have a huge effect for Execration, but if you're unable to step out of your base, just like Bren Esports earlier on, that's going to be a problem. If you can't find any openings that can wipe out the enemy team,
Bren Esports, you mean?
Bren Esports.
Yeah.
If Execration
Your
is locked
team
in their
is
base
picking.
and Bren Esports is just at the doorsteps of their base, they really need to find that one opening. That one opening that they need to turn things around. That's the only way to come out of your base. And then that's a hard thing
Array
to
of
do.
hope, you mean?
Yeah, that's the
Alright.
ray of hope that they need.
Selena gets banned, Sho gets banned as well. Nothing too new here, but the first
Your
pick though,
team
again, is
is
a
picking.
Lunox. Thoughts on this, please?
Lunox, almost no zero. Almost zero, almost no zero.
Almost non-existent
Almost no zero.
cooldown. Almost no zero.
Almost no zero.
So that's 0.01 or something.
Yeah, almost a zero. But yeah, almost no cooldowns at all. And Lunox will just be able to deal all tons of damage down the lane. No problems, no questions asked.
She can go at the front line and just free hit. So that's really good for Bren Esports.
Fixed though by Zapnu and Ian.
Leo Mord and Kaja.
Your team
We've
is
been
picking.
seeing these two heroes being picked up or banned, so that's nothing new for the viewers.
It's nothing new.
It
and
kind of speaks from themselves, so.
it's, you know, it's kind of like, it's the rotating heroes. It's either you hate it, it's either you hate them or you love them, you know.
Yep. Wait, if you're up against them, you'll either love them or hate them as well, because if they do get fed, yeah, no.
Yeah.
You'll hate them a lot.
Yeah, no. But here we go.
Your team
Bren,
is
though, locking
picking.
onto this Hellcurt. We won't be seeing any Hellcurt for Execration.
The Hellcurt is
Split pushing.
Split push potential, lots of burst damage potential as well. It's gonna be the same as Lunox. What's gonna be the response here by Execration? What do you think?
They could get a Kai, just for extra tankiness, because Kaja is usually at the front line. Kagura is kinda... Wait, I'm not sure if we're gonna lock that in, but Kagura is actually good as well. Hey, it's your favorite, it's Grok. We've been seeing a lot of Grok since
Lots
game
of-
1.
Team
Because
is
it's
picking.
it's a no-brainer. Grok has a wall that will be built up to stop anybody from going across the borders of the rivers and the jungle as well. And you can use that wall to its full potential in the jungle because of the tight corridors that it has. The tighter the corridor is, the better it is for Execration to go in and initiate or even escape from any fights.
That is true. So, I mentioned the Kai earlier, but actually Bren Esports are eyeing this Kai and they did lock him in. However, on Lolita, I think Lolita will be good here. Again, her ult for
Your
initiate.
team is picking.
And from there, with her shield, she can probably shield Lunox. So we might see more of Lolita trying to protect Lunox, since Lunox will be the main damage dealer for Bren.
Now look at this final pick though. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh, Ruby. This is the first time Ruby gets picked up since yesterday. Well, as we all know, Ruby's a tank, but she kinda takes a lot of time to stack up or build up on damage. So she's probably just gonna farm, and her hooks will be really useful. And if it's gonna be followed up by a Leomord, that's a way for Execration.
Yeah, I mean, a good hook is better than anything. You can pull anybody. You can pull anybody off of a fight, or pull them in for an initiation. You know, just maybe hook away Lunox. Go hook Lunox and just be
Try to shut her down
So you shut
early
it
in the
down,
part
like-
of the game.
like as soon as you go. No, I mean like as soon as you go into the fight, you like Lunox is dealing a lot of damage. But then get over here. Don't do
And
that.
then poof, she's gone.
Don't do that to my friends. That's
Don't do that to my team. I protect my team.
That's one of the game. That's one of the possibilities. Of course, having the Brock as well, hook. Well, no way for you to get back to your team.
Well, yeah. I could see that coming team fight. So, but let's still wait and see
Let's wait and see.
how both teams will try to answer this. So again, guys, this is game 2, Bren Esports versus Execration. Do tell us which team are you rooting on
For
winning
it's gonna be
this game 2.
two between Bren Esports and Execration.
Well, UG was actually really promising us Gushan earlier, so let's wait and see how he'll perform as a Lunox.
Lunox though really needs to farm up. If Lunox doesn't get any farm, she's not gonna be as effective at all. But hold up though, Hayes gonna fall down really quick. Not
Ooh.
1 minute into the game.
Execration is really being aggressive right now, probably because they want to finish the game early, or they just want to try and scare Bren Esports off.
Ooh, look at this though. Dian with the spinneroonie trying to escape and does manage to escape. And Payne's gonna fall down as well. That's a fast second kill by Execration.
Nice follow-up right there. Execration being clumped up together is actually a really good idea because skill-wise, they're in sync, and follow-up, damage, they got it even though it's barely 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, they're in sync, and Bren Esports just said bye, bye, bye. Regardless, Execration is looking good here in this early game. They're able to pick off 2 Bren Esports members, and that's going to be more than enough for them to at least have a comfortable early game here in terms of farming, in terms of having the aggression. And you can see that right now with Zapnu and Lard just going to the bottom lane and just overall being everywhere. But hold up though, Payne getting spotted once again. Will he be able to escape though? And that is going to be the case. Yuji and Rebo are here to back him up.
Zapnu flickers out, and this tree will probably go away.
Yeah, they're gonna fall back. Bren Esports, they're doing the right thing. They're getting picked off one by one. So at least, let's stick together as a team.
Which is a really good plan for Execution right there. They do know they have the advantage, and they're slowly nurturing it, and hopefully they can bring it to their favor.
And once they bring it to their favor, it's just a snowball by Bren Esports. Turtle, though, is being eyed out by Bren Esports. Might be the next objective here.
I actually saw a handful of people saying that DN on Grok is promising. So let's wait and see what kind of Grok plays we'll be seeing.
Now, would it be brilliant walls? Would it be offensive walls? Would it be defensive walls? We'll see.
Or just walls.
Just walls. Walls for days.
Yes. We have been seeing Grok getting picked up a lot
Almost
today.
every game. Almost every game.
Yep. And even he barely gets banned out, but yeah, he usually gets picked up.
But the turtle is being contested here.
Ooh.
And that's still going to be Execration, so that's XP and gold for them. And they're going in for the kill though, but Rebo dealing a lot of damage onto Jeff Cutie forever, ends up and is going to be able to force him back. But Bren Esports is on the offensive. DN dropping low on HP, and he's going to be taken out. The pressure is still on by Bren Esports though. They're still pushing forward.
After getting one kill, Execration decided to back away because they do not want to suffer any more kills, which might leave their turrets open. And speaking of turrets being open, Hellkurt at the top lane, I don't think he's gonna opt for that top lane turret, but he's just gonna farm.
Yeah, just gonna go for the farm instead. The Hellkurt just having the right items up, it's gonna be more than enough. But wait, Lard almost went in for the initiate there onto Rebo. But once Hellkurt goes online, which would typically be around mid game ish. As soon as the mid game starts, Hellkurt is just gonna be all across the map, distracting you guys with the split push, and while the rest of the team is dealing a lot of damage.
Even though Hellkurt is right there alone at the top, and not actually alone,
He
but
has Coco with him.
who is
Hayes and
gonna go
Coco.
down.
Zapnu is down.
I actually thought that Helbert was the one alone, but then I realized I looked closer into the PC that oh no, there was actually an Akai.
There wasn't a Kai. I mean,
A kill on Leomord is actually really useful because again, Leomord, shield, ult, procs,
protection.
protection for days.
Protection for days. You don't even have to worry about it. But Dian on the Brock is not going to be eventful because no backup is there for any sort of follow-throughs. Spinaroonie though, clearing the minions.
For now, Bren is at a slight advantage when it comes to gold, and just because they were able to take down the first blood turret. So, slowly but surely, they are answering Execration. But still, it's too early to say who will be able to snowball. So, let's just wait and see.
Ooh, look at this. They're all waiting. And they know Pain is right there, and Pain is experiencing a lot of pain from that hit by Dian. And look at this. Bren Esports going in for the counterattack. Does get Pakbet. This turtle is wide open, though.
I don't think they're gonna contest this though because they're kind of far away and. But wait for it. Are they gonna contest it though?
I think that is going to be a contestation. The turtle
Are they
is
gonna
now
go with a
down to
team
half
fight
HP.
first?
That's going to be a team fight. Hayes is trying to separate everyone here. And Rebo still trying to deal a lot of damage onto that turtle, and they badly need the turtle, and Execration is going to be able to take it. But Bren Esports does take down Zapnu. That's going to be the icing on the cake for that engagement over at the river. Dian's going to be able to fall back. No tank at all for Execration, and everyone else is dropping low on HP. Bren Esports is still applying the pressure, and while that is happening, Coco is still farming without any problems over the top lane.
Yuji was actually eyeing Lard there earlier, but decided to not commit probably because there was someone for response, and he might be the one get killed.
That might have been the case. But right now, Execration is not looking good. They looked solid earlier on, but right now they're slowly falling off. I'm trying to point my finger as to what caused that fall off.
When the late game comes in, that's where we will see what happens. Alright, here we go. Alice with pop that ult, and Lolas was able to take down that Grok. Pakbet being chased down, but manages to get away. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Like,
Okay, I understand. It happens. Alright, Coco here, just trying to get the farm that he needs. And now, after that pressure team fight, I don't think we're gonna see any more for a while. They're just gonna focus on objectives, gonna go with turrets, and maybe change itemizations up a bit. Focus on dealing damage, attack speed.
might be the case. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. Bren Esports opting to go for the objectives instead of the team fights, really smart. They really don't want to overcommit because we've been saying this again and again, but it's really that important. Once you overcommit, it's gonna be a problem for you guys. Because once you get taken out, Execration will be able to take advantage of that fact and just turn things around. Just like what happened earlier in the game where Execration was ahead during game number 1, Bren Esports just turned it around because they were overextending.
That's true. Another thing Execration could do though is stay together and try to pick off members from Bren Esports one by one. Ooh. Smooth kill right there though.
Like, I saw him go in and his HP was slowly diminishing.
That's the magic of a clumped Execration team. See?
That's a determined Execration team.
They should stay together, but then again, what if they left some lanes open or some holes that Bren Esports will be able to spot or see, and then they could utilize that?
Well, I think the holes that Esports would potentially have here is the fact that they're all split up. Execration will be able to at least pick off, hopefully, Helker. Hopefully Helker, because Helker is slowly being the damage here, and we are seeing that right now. Coco going in for the kill onto Lard, and Lard is going to be taken out. But Dian almost escaped.
Did you see? You know how tanky our Grok is, right? And did you see how fast his life diminished?
That was
just 3 members and the Helker in there.
So Rock is a rock, but now he's
just clay.
Does
Maybe?
Rock turn to clay?
No, but you know, a jumped version of a rock.
Oh, here we go again, Yuji. Just like the engagement there over at the mid lane, it happens again. Something that Bren Esports doesn't want to happen again. Usually does not want to get picked off again.
Yep. I think Yuji will have a huge play when it comes to team fights. Most probably because he is the one that's gonna be at the front line, dealing so much damage. Probably gonna opt for a Ruby first because Ruby is kind of squishy, and again, she takes some time to stack up.
So you mean Yuji is gonna be huge in the team fights?
Mm-hmm.
Nice pun. But going back into the game.
Yeah, I try not to laugh, but you know,
Well, the Lord.
trying to be supportive.
The Lord is going to be the objective here.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the Lord is still standing high and mighty there over the river.
Hmm.
And I think
Nothing
Bren
much
Esports is
happening
eyeing
here
it
right
out.
now. Nothing much happening right now though, but they are slowly trying to pick their enemies off. Most probably before getting the Lord.
Ooh, that's going to be Coco getting taken out. Yeah, that's really not something Bren Esports wants.
Mm-hmm.
Helkert is one of the main damage dealers, one of the main burst damage dealers here for Bren Esports. So if he's gone, it's going to be hard for any engagements at all. But speaking of engagement, Lard is going to be taken out.
Ooh, Kaja getting picked off that fast is actually kinda for Execration because if you're Kaja, you're supposed to be tanky. Though I know there's 3 of them, but he could have at least tried to sustain.
Well, say as they might, Bren Esports is still looking to bounce back after that early fights. I mean, they are able to bounce back. Execration right now needs to be the one that's bouncing back. They are having a really hard time. And Dean getting caught off guard again.
Ooh, that is a bad play for Dean. He's probably just trying to roam and spy around where Bren Esports are, but he got spotted and he kind of suffered for it. And alright, Bren Esports eyeing this Lord again, more pushing potential, advantages on their side. The Lord will probably spawn on that top lane, so Execration will have a handful of seconds or maybe 1 minute before the Lord actually nears onto their base.
Yeah.
They could try and opt for a push in the mid, but they should respond to the Lord as fast as they can.
They really should. And with Bren Esports right now, they're trying to bait out something here in the jungle, trying to catch somebody off guard. And I think Execration is not going to buy it. But this is
Bren
not...
just getting their own buffs before they prepare for the possible last clash.
Of course, you gotta be ready at all times. And this is going to be a full Bren lineup here in the mid lane. And they're all sticking together as well. They're eyeing out the middle lane. Let Lord do his job over at the top lane.
They're probably
they're
gonna
actually-
walk with the Lord.
It's time to walk with the Lord, ladies and gentlemen.
Or I don't think they're gonna split push in the mid, so they're gonna push in that top lane.
They're going to push with the Lord here.
Alrighty, an ultimate on Zapney right there, but doesn't manage to get much. Lolita ult and no one got caught
Hayes
there.
actually dives in. Zapnu dropping low on HP. No, and actually Pakbet. Pakbet dropping low on HP. Now Zapnu is dead. The rest of Execration are going to be forced back. That's a lot of Execration being dealt. And Execration is being execrated here. And that is it. 2-0. Bren Esports. That was
Hey, for our prediction is actually wrong.
our prediction. I was expecting it to go 2-1, but that's 11 minutes in the game. It's finally done. That was
That was